Hey everyone, I'm back to do another video, and what I'm going to do, this little guy here, all right, this is actually a noodle for a V-brake for a mountain bike or BMX. So what I'm going to do with this here, let me show you. On the bike here, I'm going to trim this housing. Hold on a sec. There we go. I'm going to trim it back to this little black line. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but yeah, you guys could probably see it a little bit. There's a little black dot right here. So I'm going to trim it back to that black dot. And the way I'm going to do that, and I've done it before, I've done it on the Gremlin, or not Gremlin, the Goblin. However, that's not a bad name, now I'm thinking about it. Anyhow, and the Roadrunner over there. Just so happens I got an extra because there's a 2-for-1, or 1-for-2, or you know what I mean. So I figured I'd use it on my next build. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim this back, and I'm going to slide this on, and down here, you have to do a little bit of modifications to do this, but it turns out good when it's done. So this piece here, normally it'd have that nut in there. We're going to put this in here, and let me fix the mask here. Wearing this because, well, it's cool, Halloween, and I'm going to be grinding on this. I don't want to be breathing the dust because I have to be up close to it, because I do not want to hit this cable. And I've done that before and it really sucks. It's a big inconvenience. So what I have is this here. This way I can get really up close and see really good what I'm doing. Now, what I have here, let me turn this and I'll show you. I'll flip this thing around. What I have here is an industrial Dremel. And this one is powered by a foot pedal. Now I do have another one in case I get bored, but this one here just seems to have the exact power that I need. So, let me go ahead and tilt this camera down a bit so y'all can see what I'm doing as I cut off my fingers. Okay, so get really close and personal with it. There we go. I mean, I have to get like crazy close. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. So, yeah, you have to get... Hold on, let me get this cut, and I'll show you. Okay, that's close enough. All right, let me show you. I mean, you have to get pretty darn crazy close. So there's the cut line. And you pretty much see how close I'm getting. So that's actually about as close as I feel comfortable with getting right now. Let's take a look here. See if it's close enough to pop that off yet. Let me tilt this down. There we go. I'm going to move this table over just a smidget and crack that off of there. There we go. See? And let me just go ahead and there we are. That's how close I'm getting to that. Next, okay, let me grab the Dremel here. Let me see if I can get that up on there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. It's getting there. Okay. So, as you get closer and closer, the metal on here starts to break. It's basically a wrap. Anyone that's ever messed with these knows that there's a wrap on here. Well, basically it's, oops, there it goes. Basically this, the metal housing in there, it's a coil, and then this here wraps or slides through it. So anyhow, it's a time-consuming process. So I have to basically grind all this all the way up to here. Yep, all the way up to there. That's going to take a little bit of time. Let me get back to you guys as soon as I get a little further, all right? Okay, guys, so I went ahead, grinded it all the way back to that line, stripped off the plastic housing. So next, let me show you these little things here. See this right there? Now there's a whole bunch of those. Don't worry, I'm not going to go and have you watch me pull each one of them off, because that's going to take a good long while. And there's plenty to show on putting this thing here together. Basically, this is a guide wheel for the cable. There is a small bearing inside here. Makes the throttle very smooth, or as smooth as you can get it. Bearings, I love them. So, what I'm going to do is get these little pieces off one by one, and I'll get back to you as soon as I get that done, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, guys, I'm back. Here we are. Got that off. Now what's left, you see here. Try to get the camera to focus here a bit. There is a plastic sleeve that the cable runs through. So, what I do with that is I use a razor blade. And not just the razor blade, but I sharpen it on a whetstone. Of course, I don't wet it usually. And then lower this down. I'll bring this, hold on a sec, bring that up, lower that down. So, you have to be pretty careful and run a line right down. And you don't want to do it real hard. You don't want to cut the wire. And this is where I usually will cut the wire. Let me get it up a little more. This thing wants to slide on me. And yes, I'm using leather gloves to get this. Okay, there's that part. And then you do the same here. All right, I'm gonna slide it all the way down. And then, oh, there's still a little piece right at the top, right up here. Now I use these glasses because they magnify pretty darn good. They just zoom right up. See, this one here looks like it's, yeah, the grinder blade cut that. Let me check, see if there's any, nope, no cut wires. But that's how close, you know, that's how close I was getting this. Paper thin close. So, there's that. All right. Normally the end of this normally won't fit in here. I'll have to grind it or drill it, yes. Okay, so, let me get a drill bit and measure it for this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so, what I do, I have to measure this and make sure that it's about the same size as that there, which of course it is, with just a pinch of play. Then, put that there. Let me check it. I think that might be a little on the small side. Yep, I think it is. Just a pinch on the small side. See if I can. Okay. Let's see. Yep, looks like I will need one size up. Be right back. Okay, I think I got the right one here. Let me tilt this down a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better. Okay. Alrighty. Go ahead and, oh yeah. Much better. Let me see how well that does. Knock the dust out of there. Okay. Let's see. All right, we're getting somewhere. Haven't gone all the way through it yet, obviously. But very close. Yeah, I think I'm through. Yeah. Basically, you want to make sure that you have enough room to run this cable all the way through with that little ball on the end. Let me go ahead and adjust this here drill bit. There we go. All right. Try that again. There we go. Now it's all the way through. Okay. Knock the dust out. Run that through. Oh, there's still dust in there. Hold on. So get dust, pieces of debris caught in there. Just take this, pull this out. Let's see how much dust, debris is caught. Oh, it's just right there. Huh. Okay. That's pretty good. Let me run the drill bit in there carefully because there's threads right there. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Then take that, make sure it slides through. Take here, make sure that slides through, which of course it does. All right. Now this piece here, it's all aluminum. You kind of have to be careful with it so you don't mess it all up. Now this here, I will be trimming it because this piece here is a little bit long. I'll do that later. Let's see. All right, so that would go there. All right. Now normally, well, let's see. It might actually slide all the way through there. Be surprised if it does. No, I don't think it will. So next, right here, take the drill. Yeah, little on the tight side for it. Yep, tap in. Wipe that off. Okay, there we go. All right, so take that piece there. Run it here and right out. And then you got that just like that. All right. So see how that's a little bit bent there? Carefully with the pliers, kind of give it a little bit of a tweak. Get that little bit of bend out of there, because sometimes that'll happen when doing this. And you really want to be careful. Anyone that tries this, if you screw up your shit, not my fault, it's because you weren't being careful. Now when I say be careful, I mean be careful, because it's so easy to screw up your cable. You cut right into it and it's done. You know, you don't want to cut into your cable, so be careful. All right, so there's that step. Let's set this right here out of the way. Next is this here, all right? So this piece here, your cap for your carburetor, where that screw goes, all right? The cable go here. That bolt would normally go right there. This here will not fit in there. So what do? You screw up your cap by, well, actually, it's not screwing it up. I'm just messing with you. Actually, technically it is kind of screwing it up, because what you're doing is you're drilling out all the threads and enlarging it to run that piece there. So you get yourself another drill bit, same size as that end piece, all right? And you want to, Let me try to. Oh, you ain't gonna beat me. There we go. Ooh, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, yeah, you are. I would not suggest doing this by hand. I would put this in a vise. Let's go to the vise. I ain't gonna take off my fingers because this thing whips pretty good. It has a little bit of power, and in my opinion, possibly a little too much power for doing this, but you kind of sort of need that. Let me clear this space here so you guys be able to see what I'm doing. All right, so it's one of them old vices, belonged to my grandfather. It's kind of messed up, but it still works. So, all right. Actually, because of this piece right here, this little lip, I don't want to break that thing off because it's like, so what I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to take that, let's see, well, I could put it in, like, yeah, okay, I got it. I want to make sure that, yeah. Ooh, yeah. See what I'm saying? This thing, all right, I got to back this thing off a bit, yeah. Yeah, because that's a little, oof. Yeah. Put it right here. I don't want to be too tight. Now I need to back it out. Oof. Okay. There we go. Almost, I think I almost broke the drill bit on this. Oof. That came close. There we go. See how it's kind of stuck in there like that? Definitely want to be careful with that. Now imagine that being your hand. Oof. Talking about some major oof. Yeah, all right, yeah, okay. That's looking good, yeah. I'm gonna do this one more time, and if you guys ask why, well, because I'm dumb. I didn't learn the lesson the first time. Let's see. But right there. Should. Now I want to try to do this slowly. All right. There we go. Got it. That's good. All right. Now, let me go ahead. Clean that off. Let's go back over here. Okay. I have a tendency to do a few dumb things, you know, but sometimes they work. All right. So, back to what I was saying about this piece, this little part right here, that one, has to fit in this hole. So, now that it's drilled, now it fits with very little play, very little. And what you can also do, which is not a bad idea, is if it has a little bit too much play, use a silicone or a probably not a one of those something that dries hard, not something like that, because it can break off in there and mess up your stuff. Now I don't think I'm going to need that. I don't think. I might, no, I think I'm pretty good, actually. You know, has a little bit more play than I like, but I think that'll do nicely. But if you drill it out too much, use like a gasket maker. That might actually work. Not very much, just a little bit. That might actually work. Not saying it will, just saying it might, maybe. If it doesn't, you didn't hear from me. Okay, so once you get that on there, there's another piece. Um, and let me come over here and see if I can find that piece. It's actually, oh, there it is, right here. All right, so this little piece here is a housing that would replace, kind of hit the camera there, the one that we cut off. So this one here is for a bicycle brake cable. So that hole there, we have to also do the same thing with that there. We have to drill this out so that will go in. So that's the next step. All right, so let me go ahead and find something to clamp this down that's going to be soft so I can drill this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so found well, it wasn't a drill bit. Let me show you what it was. This little tip here, it's kind of hard to see it, but let's see if that helps any. It's a little grinder bit. I mean, this thing's really small, so it's kind of hard to see it. But I just put it in there, worked it around, high speed, grinded it until this here fits right in. So what we do now is we pull the cable back through. This is where it usually will get stuck and I'll have to take the whole dang thing apart. There we go, got that. Aha, ha ha. Yeah, all right, well, I didn't have to take it apart that time, huh? All right, so slide that on there. Now this part here, this plastic housing that's on there, sometimes it's kind of hard to work with. So if so, take that razor blade and kind of trim around, get all the crud and crap that's left over. There it goes. I'll get that in a minute. Get all this crud and crap off of there best that you can. Pull that crap off. There we go. And I dropped that little piece. Let me grab it real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now this can take a bit of time to get this thing to go on there. Oh, well, almost. Well, I was really close that time. If you shave it down really, really good, just right, sometimes, and I mean sometimes, it'll just slide right on. Other times, it will fight you the whole darn way. Oh, boy, this is, hold on. Let me take off this glove here, see if I can use my, so what you want to do is try to push that plastic up underneath the best that you can, if you can. And if I can get it to slide up under there, that'd be great. This stuff here, it has that, it's like a metal fibers in it. So, yeah, it's kind of fighting me, but I think it's going a little bit, maybe. Working on it. Use my thumbnail to try to push it up under there if I can get it. I think, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Most of it is up under there. Let me take a look real quick. See where the metal, oh yeah, it's all the way there. Okay, good. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a drop of super glue right there, right on that edge, so it doesn't move. Let me take a look and see where I put that bottle of super glue. I know it's around here. It's always hiding from me. And then I spill it on me and super glue myself to something when I'm not paying attention. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let me try to find that glue. Okay, I found it. I got it. So, take a drop super glue. Basically, it's just to hold that in place so it don't come out while I'm doing this. It doesn't get on the cable because there is a plastic housing in there. There's this housing, there's a metal wrapped core or something, I guess. I don't know what the heck that thing is called. And then there's the plastic, so it will not get on your cable. As long as you use a drop, just a smidge, just enough to put on there. You don't want to bathe it in super glue. That's probably not the best idea. Okay, now this end here is made for this here. This piece here is actually for a bicycle cable. So, well, this piece for a bicycle. Hold on a sec. Let me slide that through. Oh, that went through quite rather nicely. Huh. Oh, you're not wanting to fit in there, are you? Uh-huh. Oh, it's gonna be, oh, this thing's gonna fight me all the way. And I mean all the damn way. Hold on, guys. Let me find a drill bit. That part there, you know, is a little bit on the small side. Never came across that before. Huh, that's odd. Hold on, be right back. Okay, so found a drill bit, drilled it out. I also shortened it a little bit. Might have to do a little bit more sanding on it. It feels pretty good though. Haven't tested it yet. Let's see. See if I screwed that piece up. Normally it's a little bit tapered, but no, there it goes. I just took it to the old grinder over there, the grind wheel, which probably wouldn't suggest doing. You know, so it's down a bit more. Not all the way down. I think I could deal with that. That's not bad. Normally I'd have it to where it sits all the way flush, but yeah, that's not bad. I can live with that. All right, so put that back in. And see, fits right in there. Okay, so basically that's just hold it in there. You could adjust it and it'll slide real nice. Then you have a piece here. Slide that up on there. And let me grab the other pieces for this. I'll show you basically how I do this. I know that other people have different ways of putting the carburetor spring and guts all together, but everyone has their own way of doing this. So I use a pair of pliers, all right? Take that, grab a hold of that little ball there, and pull that down, but once, don't squeeze it as you pull it. Just gently, just enough to pull this spring and compress it. And then grab it, but still yet gently. Then you take this here, all right? You want to make sure that, see that little groove? That little groove right there? Oh, let me see if I get it on the camera here. It's a little lip on that. It's like the exposure is like overexposed. See that lip right there? That goes down. Your spring will set right inside of that, okay? Then you have this piece here, your slide. Now, if you look inside there, there's a little indentation inside there. This knot right here sits inside of, oh crap. Hold on a sec. Slippery little guy, ain't it? Hold on, let me go ahead and slide the needle back in. There we go. All right, so, yeah, inside there, there's a little indentation that little ball sits in, all right? So, what I do is I grab a hold of the needle so it don't move. And, well, there we go. I let it go just a little bit, just enough. And, oops, I bumped the table. I hold, once I get that little pin in there, that little knot in that groove, let me, hold on a sec. There we go. Then, now this little piece of plastic is round. It'll slide in there freely. The other way, it will not. Let me try to get this sucker up on there. There we go, and there we go, voila. All right. Now that's back together. This here has a little bit more play than what I'm wanting. Let me go ahead and tilt this down so you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, here's the carburetor here. Make sure all that's clean. Oh yeah, that's definitely clean. Okay, so this little lip here, there's a lip right there, and it can only go in one way. Then this here, you just follow it right in there with it. Now, see how there's more cable there? Right? Now watch, hold on a sec. I'll show you what I do with that. I already did a little preparing for this. Let me screw these screws in. One goes here. I'm not going to tighten it down quite yet. I just want to screw that down real quick. All right, just by hand. All right, so you have this piece here. All right, this is why I like having this on there. Okay, bring that like that. So this cable basically will run underneath the bike there. And as you guys know, I normally don't do videos like this, but it's cool, you know. Usually I do videos like this inside the house, smaller projects, and then you tighten down this little set screw or nut or whatever it is. And see how there's more play? Now watch. come over here, you turn that. Okay, and right up here, you have two adjusters, all right? You have your big one, and you have your smaller one. I pretty much set these all the way in on purpose because of this. So, I am going to work this part out roughly about halfway, give or take a little. Pull that more. What I'll do is I'll work the throttle. Oops, hold on. Let me set that. There we go. See how there's a little bit of play there, right? Then I'll set that one, tighten it. Then take this one, the second one, I'll tighten that up until I have no more play left. Right there, one sec. Let me adjust that a little bit more. There we go, no more play. Okay, then I'll tighten that back down. Now normally you want a little bit of play, I mean just a hair. That's like 0. That might cause a problem. Let's see. Right there, yeah. You want just a hair bit. I mean, you don't want it to be completely no play whatsoever. Let me bring that right there. Tighten that down. Tighten that one down. That's pretty solid. And then, let me come over here, drop that down so you guys can see what I'm doing over here. Okay. All right, so now what I use with this is zip ties. I wanted this to be on a roller so I can tie it right here and it'll be straight across on a roller. You know, that's what I was looking for. So, yeah. So, I'll zip tie that. Let me grab a zip tie real quick. And I believe, they're hiding from me up here. There they are. All right. Grab one of these guys here. So I bring this in. Now I know there's plenty of ways to do zip ties as well. So bring that around like that. And I want the cable to sit right in this groove of the zip tie. All right, and then I will rotate it to where it sits underneath and then finish tightening it down. Once that is tight, take a pair of pliers like this and I will snip it up close. Don't want too close to the wires there. There we go. And then I'll push it back up under like that. Okay, so, yep. Let me bring this up so you can see. All right, see that little bit of play? Not everybody likes it that tight. Me, I do. I like just a hair bit of play. All right, and it works. Okay, all right. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let me go ahead and turn that about a little bit right there. Now, I don't have the camera guy usually when I do this stuff because when I do my videos, usually, not always, but usually, it's pretty late. when I do them. Right now, it is almost 11 o'clock. So I pretty much started this, and I do my videos pretty quick. I do things that I can do, and I do them pretty quick. Normally it take about roughly an hour, hour and a half. So I would say, oh, let me fix that. I would say I started this video roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So, yeah, it is a little bit after 9 o'clock, and it's almost 11 now. I went through, and took the carburetor apart, well, part of it, and then stripped back the cable, set it up, drilled out everything, got everything set up, and then put it together and adjusted it, and it works good. So that's my videos, and there's different sections of this video for when I pause, when I'm looking for something or drilling something, or and when I edit, I just put them all together like a puzzle, just domino effect. Yep. So there we go. Got this here together. It's looking pretty good. My shop is a mess right now. It's cluttered. I need to clean it. But I did good. I hope you guys learned something about this. Don't mess with your throttle cables. Don't mess with the carburetor. You'll screw it up. Or you might. No guarantee on that. I mean, it might actually work out real good for you. So, again, guys, there we go. Got it done. Should work very nicely. It's too late to start it up, but I already know it's going to work, so it's all good. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will talk to you all later.